Okay, I'm answering Yirat Adonai had some questions. Adonai? I hope I said it right. I was making a video and then I got cut out because my other phone doesn't have enough space in it. But I think I answered the questions. Basically, this is what happened. Okay, try to understand. This is what happened. I upload a video of my ex-girlfriend because there was an anomaly on her face. Suddenly, everyone's trying to kill me. So, every time they came after me, God revealed something. Example, when they first came after me, it confirmed that she was a reptilian hybrid because they're trying to kill me. You understand what I'm saying? Then there was some weird material in my apartment, and I said, I think it's coming from the condos. And the people ran out to the platform, again, confirming it was coming from the condos. Had they not ran out there and freaked out, I wouldn't have known. So everything I've done, they come after me, and they set themselves up in a booby trap. And I know it's God. The reason I know it's God, God isn't saying, hey, I'm God. I just feel a warm conviction. See, in the year 2000, I was attacked by a light demon, and I cried out for Jesus Christ, and orbs showed up. They filled up my room, and the room filled up with love, and the orb started circling the room, and the light demon got smaller and smaller and smaller. So that's why I believe it's God. Right before this stuff started off, the room filled up with love for the first time since that one incident. It was like 2014, 2015, around that time. This happened in 2000 with the light demon. So about 14, 15 years later, the room filled up with love one day, and it was right before this stuff kicked off. Basically, everything they did, it confirmed everything I thought. Reptilian people, people in the condos, what houses they're in, how to see them. And how to see them was never given to me by God. It was actually one of them trying to show off because they thought that night I was going to die. But I didn't die. So it was I say it's God because it was their arrogance. I believe God set them up for a booby trap. I totally believe that. I know what I'm saying. I can feel it. The reason why it's not given to everybody is because it wasn't given to me to be Moses. It wasn't like, here, this, use this and become Moses. If God was to show up and say, I'm going to protect you, you're going to be Moses, and this is how it's going to be, that'd be a different story. But he never spoke to me and said, do this and do that like he did Moses. So it was just stuff was happening. But there were a few times when I heard voices and I followed the voice and it seemed like it was the voice of God and I got out of danger. One time cops were trying to get behind me and they told me which way to turn. 10 cops. They were going to set me up on something and I got away from 10 cops. Stuff like that happened. Other things like that. They tried to box me in and they told me to park diagonally. Just voices like that. The last voice I heard 2 months ago said that if they don't back off me, he's going to destroy 99% of them within a year. And you have to understand, they're in the condos next door to me. They're in the houses across the street. They're in the apartments behind me. And the blue house toward Morley Field Park. I'm surrounded by them. See, I got my family here to worry about. My aunt's a 70-year-old lady, retired school principal. My brother's down there. My other brother's down there. And then I have my uncle who just moved out, but he's on his own. I don't want them to kill him. I mean, there's a lot of us involved in this. And I grew it, and I'm growing it more and more because they're creepy. So the reason why I don't share it with you guys is because they'll stop it from getting out and they're just going to kill everybody. But basically, I'm growing it. And if they don't back off, anytime they cross the line, then we have to release it. So yes, we will release it. That's a promise. That's a 100% promise. There's a reason why it was given to me. I'm not just going to sit on it and die. If they come after us, if they do anything hardcore, we're going to release it. Of course. But right now I'm just growing the safety net because they did some stuff to us 2 months ago. Me and my friend Chad, they started following my friend around. They were scaring him. They were following me around, and they violated a peace deal that I made through the videos. I never met anyone and made a peace deal. I just made a plea deal through the videos. You understand what's kind of going on? Like, no one's talking to me. The stuff is just going down. 2 guys trying to come in my window. So, and then a person shows his face a little bit different and things like that. And I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. So I'm just giving you my side of the story. God never came to me and said, I'm God, I'm here. But there's been many, many signs that it's God, because no one gets away like I got away. And there were a few times where there were voices that told me how to get away, and I followed the voice and I got away. Told me there was someone in the yard and they're trying to come in the back window. Different times. But I'll be honest, God, if God's mysterious. I know it's God, but God's mysterious, and it was never given to me to save the world. The world has, and I figure it this way: the world has rebelled against God, And whenever a nation turns their back on God, he removes the hedge of protection from the nation. This is the way the Bible works. You read the Bible, you'll see how it works. If a nation turns their back on God, he removes the hedge of protection. Because see, as a Christian, I know we're going into the last days. It's Armageddon. It's when the world's going to be ending soon. The Antichrist will be on the scene. But this stuff is going. I'm going to tell it to you this way. There's people in different churches that know what I know. And I'm only going to grow it in the churches because these are good Christian people that have God in their hearts, on their side. This is a demonic takeover. This isn't just lizard people, and this has to do with the demonic realm. So I'm in church, and I'm a born again Christian, and I have a lot of good Christian friends that I'm meeting, and I'm going to just keep growing it to the church. And God already told me He's going to take care of them, so I don't have to worry about taking care of them, because His voice. The last one I heard was the most clear. And I said 99% of them, if they don't move away right now. And that was about 4 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. And they're still living around me. They haven't moved away. So I have to have faith in God. And I got to have faith that was God's voice, because that's the same voice that rescued me every time. So I have faith that He will, So He said within a year, He'll take care of them on His own. I don't have to worry about that part. So that's where faith comes in as a Christian. God does miracles. He's way bigger than us. We always lose faith because we're small. We keep forgetting He's God. He can do anything. Now, if He ever said release this to the public, of course I would. Or if they cross the line, that's my sign to release it. Just like them messing with me this time was my sign to grow the safety net. God told me a year ago, if they mess with you again, grow the safety net. But they didn't. So I didn't grow it. But that was a sign if they mess with me. And they've already messed with me, so I'm doing what God said to do.